Or you could use a video game reference. It's like Devil May Cry. If you love the horror aesthetic of Devil May Cry 1 and sort of the creepy feel it had, you can't even really get that with the sequels. I mean, yeah, the sequels always have something to do with creepiness in terms of like demons and stuff, but just the way DMC1 felt with the horror tone and stuff, it just didn't really feel replicated in the sequels. And I'm tired of that concept happening in all entertainment where something starts, whether it's music from an artist or a song or a video game series or a movie series, something starts that you like, and for some reason a lot of times they can't carry whatever that is into the more iterations they do or sequels or whatever else they make. It feels like they can't bring over what they gave you that you liked. Dead Rising, Gears of War, DMC, they all lost their horror tone after the first title, and I don't know why that stuff has to happen. Like, just keep, I don't know, just, it's just weird.
And I think the problem with it is like when the game is like a smash hit, I think the developers say, okay, well, let's lose some of this gloominess and kind of make it more mainstream. I think that's kind of the problem. I think this happens routinely where they say, okay, this game was too dark, let's lighten it up a bit so it can reach like real crossover potential. Because the thing about commercial that's so bothersome, and this probably happens in movies and other things also besides video games, but when you get something and you know the hero is kind of emo or something like that, or kind of dark and unhappy, you know, the sequels will go on to make that hero become happy to where he's not like that, where they try to give like the hero closure. And I think that that's kind of what happens with that sort of stuff, is they try to brighten it up and it just doesn't work. I mean, I feel like it's just like I was saying, like I don't feel like Devil May Cry is something that needs to cross over and become going from like this really moody kind of ghoulish game to having a bunch of rainbows and, you know, like dandelions in it. It's just not something that's supposed to happen. I mean, I haven't played Devil May Cry 2, so I really can't comment that much on it. But yeah, it would be disappointing just to wonder if like the sequel were to just kind of be tacky or something like that, to the point where it just didn't have the finesse of the first game. Because I admit that like the aesthetic in Devil May Cry 1 is really haunting. It was just a great game, had a lot of edge, and it just would be sad to see if the sequels couldn't live up to that.